35192 to send a text. If you're listening on the iHeartRadio app, you can leave messages there for us.
Hey, Alan, hate the show. Do you know the difference between a professional and an amateur? Simple. A professional does something till he never gets it wrong. An amateur does something until he gets it right.
Oh, about that. It's deep, bro. Deep. Wow. Deep. A professional does something until he never gets it wrong. An amateur does it until he gets it right. So I was a professional masturbator when I was a kid. I never got it wrong. It ended perfectly every time. Every single time. Man. Your Cleveland Guardians are dusting themselves off and heading to Chicago for First of Four. Tomorrow night, they'll start up. What a way to go into the weekend. With some baseball in the Windy City. Guardians, White Sox, 8:10 tomorrow night. They'll play a doubleheader on Saturday, and then they'll close out the series on Sunday. And then they'll head to Fenway Park to play the Red Sox. And then they'll go to Tampa.
Then what?
And then they'll come home.
All right.
But tomorrow night, Guardians baseball is back on WMMS. I wonder how they have been spending their time. Because the All-Star game is Tuesday. And then they do nothing on Wednesday. They do nothing on Thursday. Think they have practice?
Well, I think some of them go on little trips.
Do they little
vacations?
excursions?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, a little.
It's your break.
Get a little recharge.
All-Star game was in L.A., so maybe some of them hung out.
Yeah.
Maybe they went to their respective homes for a couple of days. That barely seems like enough time to really get anything going, though. I mean, so a lot of these guys are from
like some of these guys.
A lot of these guys are from the outside the country.
Yeah, but if you have the money, you can get there and back, and no problem.
So, wasn't everybody making a big deal about Juan Soto or one of these guys like paid for the jet? By the way, the White Sox are talking to Juan Soto.
Oh yeah, that's an expensive guy to get.
That is a very expensive guy to get. Now, again, they're not the only team. I think every team is talking to Juan Soto, but the White Sox are at least want to have a conversation with him about what they want to do.
Would they make that kind of commitment? I know they are a big market team, but I don't feel like they're big spenders the way the Cubs or Yankees or Mets are.
I agree with you. I can't ever see that going past an initial conversation.
Right.
Feeling him out. No, I can't see that. Locally, they're like, the Guardians, that's not a move that is that important for them to make. So I think just about every team wants to be involved in some way in this Juan Soto conversation. But the Guardians, I think, have very specifically said, we're not in
the sweepstakes.
No, we're not seeking a conversation
it'd be one of those things. It'd be a rental because he's going to want a $500 million contract.
Right.
And that's not something the Guardians are going to do.
Now, this town, historically, is not averse to giving somebody guaranteed money, and lots of it.
Two very different franchises.
Yeah, I guess so, right? Evan in Lakewood sent me a great clip that I forgot about when we were talking about old-timey songs about really young girls. And the bit they did on SNL, this was a few years ago. It was when Will Ferrell was the host. He was hosting. And the bit was Beck Bennett and Kate McKinnon doing like a Time Life, songs of the 50s type. You remember this? Chucky Lee Bird was the guy that he played. And in the sketch, Kate is getting increasingly more uncomfortable with, the titles of the songs and the songs.
Who can forget the 1950s?
Soda shops, hula hoops, drive-in movies.
Jim Crow, drag racing, and of course, the birth of rock and roll music.
And if you're gonna talk about rock and roll, you gotta talk about the incomparable Chucky Lee Bird.
That's why we are proud to bring you, for the first time anywhere, this 5-disc box set from the poet of teen love himself, Chucky Lee Bird.
Timeless classics like Farmer Girl.
She grows corn, she grows beans. Her daddy hates me, cause she's only 14. 14,
Yep.
14, that's her age. She's 14.
And who could forget about Chucky's classic ode to muscle cars?
Okay, cars, thank God.
My new T-Bird.
She buzzed so fine, she's fresh off the line. I wanna make her mine, and this song's about a girl who's 13.
He starts off with like a 17 song, and they're like, "Oh, this is pretty good." And then he goes to 16, and he goes, "Oh God, it's so funny." Chucky Lee Bird. She grows beans.
The thing is, you could do the same sketch and just put in, what's his face?
Will Forte?
Great Balls of Fire. You just
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, put in Jerry Lee Lewis songs, and
right.
you can pretty much do the same thing.
What's the Dennis Quaid line?
That's my wife, and I love her.
It's Winona Ryder, right? Yeah. Great Balls of Fire. Speaking of
His
Farmer Girl.
13-year-old cousin.
Speaking of Farmer
he
Girl.
married.
Is anybody following Knuckle Bump Farms?
I love them.
Oh, it's the best.
On TikTok, yeah, they're great.
She blew up really fast. This girl, her name's Becky, I think, and she works on a farm. And she has got she went viral because of the emu, I think.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
Right?
Fun.
Emmanuel the emu, who she will set up a camera and explain to people about how work is on the farm. And Emmanuel will always put his beak into the camera, and she'll just get all stern with him and yell at him until he moves away and she can continue what she's doing. And it is so friggin' funny. I mean, she's blown up so big. She's starting to post, like, questions, the low question things, and people were like, "How come you never wear a dress?"
Yeah, I saw that one.
And she's like, I'm a lesbian, guys. Yeah. Second of all, I work on a farm, so then she wears a dress and just does all the farm work. But the Emmanuel clips are hilarious. And I don't think she's had this bird for that long. So she's blown up like in 2 weeks because of this bird.
Well, no, because when you go back, not blown up, but a lot of her videos still had 30,000, 340. I mean, this is like a long time ago.
Oh, really?
250,000.
Is she new to TikTok or new to Instagram? Because
I'm thinking she might have just started sharing them on Instagram because,
because I follow her on TikTok and it didn't look like she had that many videos. So
June
maybe I was
16th. She's been posting for at least a few months. Because I've been following her for a while.
No one should eat a tampon.
Oh, that's Bill Squire.
Make sure you like and share.
Let me like that. And his dog's eating tampons.
Well, she was not eating tampons, but she wanted to eat tampons.
Oh.
And so the song was, but Whoopsie wants to eat a tampon.
Why did she want to eat one? Because it
was a used tampon.
Oh,
Dogs
I
do
see.
that.
Dogs love a used
Used to crotch out
Right.
of your underwears.
Well, here's Knuckle Bump Farms. I don't even know where this is. Is it Vermont? It's somewhere in the sticks, right?
Florida.
It's in Florida?
I think it's in Florida.
Those are Rias, and those are actually more similar to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel, do not do it. Emmanuel Todd Lopez. Emmanuel.
Oh, I forgot. She named him Emmanuel Todd Lopez.
I love that.
All three names.
I thought I saw there was a bio, and then the bio's gone. I don't know. Oh, there
Emmanuel
it is.
Todd Lopez. Emmanuel. That brings me great joy in my soul.
Mini Cow Hobby Farm in South Florida.
Okay.
That brings me
Oh,
great
man,
joy
the
in my
baby
soul
cows
that
are
you
cute.
listened. I love you. You are a good boy. Emmanuel, every time. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel, don't do it. Emmanuel, don't choose violence today. Please, every day we go through this.
The bird walks out. A couple times he does knock it over. But, man, that's funny. How did you find them? You just saw them,
They were
videos
just on
going
my
around?
For You page. Yeah, the first thing when you pop up, it's where all the viral videos go. And probably about a month ago.
Because I found her on Instagram and then just went over to TikTok where I'm sure she just was sharing those to Instagram. But
She is a cute girl, though.
I think she's real cute, and I think that it's she's got good information on there. It's just a very entertaining feed. And there's nothing weird about it, or
Too bad she's a lesbian. I'd holla. She's cute.
I got news for you, too, about you.
I was gonna say, you crazy kids can do whatever you want to do. Well, hit her up.
Yeah, and
I
when
find her
when
oddly
they make your
attractive.
lifestyle illegal soon, you guys can team up and be like, "Oh no, I'm with
That's
a lady."
right. Oh, look at me.
Yeah.
This is my common. There's my wife, and I love her. Manual. He chose violence. Retirement house is the other thing that people are getting all creamy over on TikTok. Have you seen Retirement House?
No.
It's scripted, but it's old actors who are putting together videos. They live in this house, and they don't understand what like the kids are into, but then it's hard to explain, but it's entertaining enough. If you're looking, because I'm technically on TikTok, but I don't spend a lot of time on there, right? It's a Chinese data collection app. That's what TikTok is. It's not even a secret. That's what it is. But there are a handful of accounts that are funny. I don't follow a lot of people on TikTok. I'm just there to get the word out about this program and the fine work that we do.
I've enjoyed an Instagram account today that is Little Miss Notes app, and it takes all those. I can't remember what the books were called, like the Mr. Happy Face books or whatever.
Oh,
it was.
I just got those for not just like I got the girl ones for my daughter, and I got her the boy ones too. Yeah, like Little Miss Perfect and Little Miss Nasty, and
so she takes those drawings and then puts different titles over it. Like I tagged you in one, and it's Mr. Mountain Dew. I tagged Poundcake, and Little Miss got COVID in 2022. And then Mary's was Little Miss can't get out of bed. And then I tagged myself as Little Miss Sunset Pictures.
You can make your own? Is that what it is?
No, it's just I just went through her profile. And
you went through a lot.
Through all her pictures, and I was like, there's got to be one for each of us. And I was able to find pretty good ones for each of us.
Wow.
Listen, I like sleep.
Okay. I like sleep too.
Sleep is the best.
Listen, it'll keep you healthy.
We're talking about that because the Mega Millions is $660 million right now.
You're not allowed to play.
I'm not playing, but everyone's like, there's a friend of mine posted on Facebook, like, oh,
that really is Mega Millions.
Isn't that is a mega amount of millions.
So Mega Millions.
But they were like, they posted on their Facebook, and they're like, well, like legit, what would you guys do if you won the Mega Millions? And I was like, I would sleep so much. I don't think you guys understand the amount that I would sleep if I had. I'd wake up at noon, maybe do a workout, take a nap, go do a show. Like, oh God, it would be perfect.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Little Miss can't get out of bed would definitely take advantage of all the sleep time I could get.
You would be, independently wealthy.
Like a sloth.
Yeah. I'd buy my parents a house. I would sleep all day long. I think is what I would do.
You don't have to do anything ever for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but don't you end up like on a day when you don't do anything? It makes you more tired.
Yeah, and then you have to sleep more.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just perpetuates
I don't see what the problem is here.
It just perpetuates itself.
If the goal is sleep and you get more tired by sleeping, I think we're on the right path.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And then, you know what? Doing things also makes you tired. So it's just a nice life. Like the 2 weeks while we were out, I got a lot of sleeping done. It was pretty good. I was taking afternoon naps. I
love naps so much.
Yeah.
I love a good nap. I got blackout curtains, so my bedroom was cool and dark and just good for an afternoon nap. I love that nap. I'll usually take one on Saturday. I try to be pretty busy and productive in the morning on Saturday so that I feel like I earn my nap in the afternoon. So when I get to like 2 o'clock or so, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to take a nap now. And you lay down and you just completely lose time. And you wake up and you're like, I don't know if it's 8 a.m. or 4 p.m. or
I don't like that. I don't know what
feeling.
friggin' day it is. It's no. I don't care for that. All right, but you at least have to feel like you earned your nap.
I don't.
Not always. I'm just
okay.
saying, like on a Saturday, go, okay, let's try and get a couple things done in the morning.
Okay.
Clean up a little bit, do some chores, make sure you got groceries, whatever you need to do. And then maybe go on a walk or do a workout. And then you go, okay, I was
Treat
productive. And now let's get some rest.
Mary's talking about sleeping all day long.
Dude, one of my favorite parts about being on the road is the amount that I can sleep. Because there is no reason to get up. I got
no
nowhere
distractions.
To be, no distractions. So I'll wake up at like 11. I'll have some lunch, breakfast, and then I'll come back to the room, might edit a video, hang out for a little bit, take a nap.
But it doesn't make you feel groggy during the day?
Well, I don't need to be awake during the day. I need to be at my best at night. So when I sleep all day, I'm like ready to go for my shows. I feel energetic.
You don't feel like groggy at night?
Because
because you slept so much is what I'm saying.
Because then you're so excited about the show and you feel so rested that when you get all this adrenaline for the show because that's the only thing
You've done
you
that
have to be on for.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's the
But
only
honestly,
thing.
on days when I can rest all day and don't have to do anything before a show, I am so much better on stage. Fridays are
Why do you need all the rest?
because you're not expending any other energy doing anything else, so you can save it all for your performance.
No. Well, I mean,
What? I'm saying, I'm 100%. I'm being so honest with you.
what I'm saying is you're doing an hour at night,
Yeah.
right? So you don't need to sleep all day long
You
to
don't have
conserve an
to.
hour. Well, that's what.
But what-
That's my question. Why so much sleeping?
The difference between like when I am at Hilarities and I wake up and do things in the morning and then I come here and do 4 hours of radio and then we have 2 shows Friday night. By that Friday late show, I am so exhausted. I'm so tired.
No,
I've
understood.
Talked all day long.
But that's not getting much sleep at all.
So what I'm saying is the difference between something like that and being able to wake up leisurely, eat lunch, edit a video, take a nap, take a shower, and get ready for the show without expending any energy. It's
and
like
not racing from thing to thing and
yeah,
not
just having time to kind
had
of
because
be
it's
in
a
the right
rare thing.
4.5 hours
Yeah.
of conversation.
or
No,
not
I
even
get
4.5 hours of conversation, or traveling all day. Travel days
Yeah,
are the
travel
same
days
way.
are tough, yeah.
You really, on the road, you really only get, like if it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Friday during the day and Saturday during the day are like your times to relax,
Right.
because then you're traveling the other 2 days.
Right.
But it really does make a difference.
So
You're
like
right.
this Saturday when I'm at Hatfield in West Park, I will be well rested, and so it's going to be a great show because I'm just going to have a show Friday night.
You got that whole 20-minute trip
Yeah.
to Hatfield.
Yeah,
You got to get rested up for that.
I'll be very rested up for it.
Yeah.
And then I'll get there and I will knock it out of the park. Or as Poundcake would say, get out of the park.
I thought you were just going to beat it out the frame. I was like, oh, bringing it back.
No, I'm just doing one of your sound effects. Your one sound effect.
Yeah. All right. Anybody win the MAGA millions?
My brother.
I think Poundcake or Trump wins that because every time he does a fundraiser.
Did you see they buried Ivana at one of his golf courses?
I didn't know that.
I mean, you can do what you want. It's your golf course, but I just thought that was odd. They had the funeral, and they buried her at the Bedminster Golf Club.
On the course?
On the grounds.
There's a sand trap over there. I don't like that one.
Bet you that's probably
She's buried in a private plot on the property of the Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. They had a big funeral on the Upper East Side, and then they took the casket and put it in the ground on the grounds.
That's probably where Trump will be buried too.
Yeah, I think it's a family burial ground. But imagine
Well, that makes
that.
sense,
You're like,
then.
let's be buried on the golf course.
You like golf? I mean,
That's really sad. Did anyone say why she had cardiac arrest?
She fell. I think it was a real life staircase. For people who have been watching The Staircase, either in its documentary form or the more recent fictionalized version, I think she fell down the steps. They said blunt force trauma was the reason that she died. She was 73. They ruled it accidental. Yeah, I think she fell on the stairs. And so then, there are all these think pieces about like, this is why, because she had people that like were part of her life. I don't know if she had a husband or a boyfriend right now, but unfortunately at this moment she was by herself, and she fell down the steps, is what they think. Which sucks. It's just accidental and random, and she was 73.
And then you're alone.
That's what I'm saying. You're
Last
alone.
minutes, are you crying for help?
If
no
you're
one
even
can hear
awake
you?
and
Oh my
lucid,
God.
yeah, it's weird. That sucks. Let me take a break. I'll have those highly suspect tickets for you on the way back if you want to go see those guys. They're doing a show with the Agora. Last chance today to grab some money is coming up around 5:30. It's going to be the next chance for you to go fuel yourself, so listen for that. And we'll be back.